What time is it?
Reading vlog time.
It's our vacation.
Yep, that's me.
Hello, beautiful bookish people. My name is Hannah, and today we're going to be doing actually my first ever reading vlog. And it's a very special occasion because the book I've decided to read for said reading vlog is Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. And why it's so special is because this is going to be my first time I'm ever going to be reading Twilight. I know. I'm excited. I hope you are. So I wasn't allowed to read it when I was younger, I think because my parents thought vampires were, you know, scary, ooh, and not the romantic. Also, my family just wasn't the biggest fan of vampires. I can't explain it, but today I'm going to be truly answering the question, is Twilight any good? And I'm hopefully going to be going into it with an open mind because I truly feel that Twilight gets a bad rap for some apparent reason. I feel like society tries to make fun of young girls' opinions. Might be a little scandalous, but I think it's true. If you haven't noticed, this isn't my usual setup. It's because my dad's on a business trip in San Antonio and I just decided to come along. I love a good holiday in bed. But I'm excited. So, here we go. Despite how melodramatic that prologue was, I have to say, I was into it. Bella might be the only teenager in history that's like, oh no, Dad, you don't have to buy me a car. Okay. I will say I was expecting Bella to be like, ooh, I'm so plain and typical like YA fashion, but it's honestly not that bad. Like Triss from Divergent was way worse when it comes to, oh, look how unattractive and non-conventional I am. Because I feel like the standard or like complaint I've always heard is like Bella is the plain girl, but so far it's not bad. She's a little bit of a Debbie Downer, but like, who isn't? You know what I mean? Okay, maybe I'm reading into this, but on page 14 it said, and I sucked in a huge breath. I can do this. I lied to myself feebly. No one is going to bite me. And like, that's the on-the-nose type of humor that like I love. So I'm happy right now. Okay, the hair is up because we met Edward and this means business. They're apparently supermodel gorgeous and Bella smells bad? Does she just have really good blood or something? I don't know. Because so far Edward's entire existence has just been staring and clenching his knee. But I did find it funny because she was like, maybe Jessica's bitterness isn't far off because like he doesn't know me from Eve. Is this what the whole apple thing is coming into play? I don't know. Does the apple have any significance to the plot? I don't know. Okay. I am on chapter 3, Phenomenon, and I have to say, I'm having a good time. I am convinced that I think Bella Swan is the easiest person to like see yourself in. Like, it's so easy to just place yourself in this story. So far, Edward is better in chapter 2. He's being nice. A part of me thinks he can actually hear the conversations. Does he have super hearing? Is that a vampire thing? I don't know. I didn't think so, but like, I'm not an expert. But so far, I'm having a good time, and that's what I expect. So I feel like obviously one of the major complaints of Twilight is like Bella is just this like average girl and plain basic girl and everyone's falling for her. And like, yeah, that's happening, but like that's the point of escapism fiction. Like, I don't see a problem with it. Like, I'm having a good time. Stephanie is hitting me again with the whole on-the-nose humor because Edward just came into the hospital with Bedward and he's like, no blood, no foul. And I feel like I'm reading into this. Am I reading into this or is Stephanie doing this on purpose? The world may never know. It's like the center of a Tootsie Pop. So I am 152 pages in so far. Jacob is 15? I don't know. It was weird. I was like genuinely surprised because I know obviously that he is another love interest. Depression seems to be thrown around a lot and I don't know how I feel about that. Bella will just like offhandedly say, oh, and I was depressed. I can't tell if that's like a 2005 like publishing thing, like it was easy to throw that term around now, but sometimes it rubs me the wrong way. I would like to share with you my favorite quote. Stupid, unreliable vampire. Okay, I think I have like a crackpot theory, because like Edward seems to know what everyone is saying or hearing, so my guess is that he is either a mind reader or has super hearing, but for some reason it doesn't work with Bella and that's why he's so intrigued with her. Or there's no explanation and we're all just in it for the ride. Either way, I'm here for it. I was right. Edward can't hear Bella's thoughts. What can I say? I've just read too much YA. I don't know what that was. Oh, it's my phone case. I would like to point out that there is a reference to me on page 323 of Twilight. And it was like I was meeting a fairy tale, Snow White in the flesh. I can neither confirm or deny that I am in fact a vampire, but I will tell you, I do sparkle in the sun. It's called being Norwegian. Update time. Alright, currently on page 390, and can I just say, for the audience viewing at home, it took 380 pages to develop a plot. That's unheard of. A majority of it is just vampires goggling at each other and playing baseball. Didn't know I needed that in my life. But I have my notes. Page 305. I say, so dramatic. Let's look it up. Oh. You only have to risk your life every second you spend with me. That's surely not much. You only have to turn your back on nature, on humanity. I can contest. Very dramatic. And then I have page 319. Not sure what that is. Oh, this is the second time they kissed, and then she collapsed. I was really confused by that. And she said, you ... made ... me ... faint. Yesterday I kissed you and you attacked me. Today you pass out on me? Ha 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 ha. So quirky. Don't know how to feel about that one. On the next page, I say, he shook his head. You're incredible. And then I wrote in parentheses, or stupid. And you know what? That kind of sums up my life too, Bella, so I wouldn't take it the wrong way. Alice? I'm here for her. I love Alice. So, we are in the home stretch. Coming in at the end. Anywho, I'm like almost done. I think I'm going to finish it today, which is exciting. Spot the difference. It has been a day, and I have officially finished Twilight, and I've gone on a good long walk. I've talked to a couple friends about it. Shout out to my friend Emery for talking about it with me, but also giving me her copy of Twilight so I could read it. Drum roll, please. Twilight is not that bad. Whoa. For some reason, Twilight seems to have this incredulous reputation for being the worst possible form of literature, and I have to say, I don't agree. It's not good, but at the end of the day, it's self-insert wish fulfillment, and I don't think we should be mad at it. I will even say, like, Ready Player One is at the same extent of wish fulfillment, but for boys instead of girls. That being said, I do think it is problematic. The whole Edward-Bella relationship, you know, he is putting Bella in danger this whole time. He's kind of tossing her over his shoulder and like pushing her into cars and like kind of forcing her to do stuff that she's not entirely comfortable with, especially with the piggyback rides. Could serve to learn from a little bit of editing right now. It's surprisingly more self-aware than I thought. Like, a lot of it gets misquoted, a lot of it gets taken out of context when it is genuinely supposed to be funny or a joke between the two of them, which I found interesting. That being said, I did give it 3 stars, mostly because I did find it super addictive. Like, I read it in 2 days. I was just like constantly wanting to know what was happening, even though a majority of it till about here. This is where plot comes into the picture. This is just Edward and Bella goggling. Is Twilight the best story? Of course not. Is it going to change your life? Of course not. But it's a fun ride and love story with a vampire, and that's like kind of what you should expect. Is it a little problematic? Yes, but so was 2005, if we should be honest. I think my whole point is that, like, there's no harm in like loving Twilight as long as you understand there are things to pick apart about it that are not particularly the best. Everybody can love trash as much as they want, as long as everybody can acknowledge the trash elements about it. Like, I had a good time, even though I can acknowledge Twilight definitely has some problematic elements to it. But that's okay. Honestly, that's how I feel about Maggie Stiefvater too. You know, a little problematic, I can acknowledge that, but I still love her. And I'm sure that's how some of y'all feel about Twilight. So, anywho, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Keep reading and all that jazz. Like, Bella is so clearly the author, it's like not even funny. No, I need a better example. You'll have to cut that a little bit, Hannah. I would also like to acknowledge that this pimple on the top of my head is trying to compete with this cover. Honestly, spot the difference.
Am I wrong for thinking that we could be something for real?
There's someone outside. The term depression. We're gonna do a thumbnail right now, right now.